Nestled in the Caucasus Mountains, Georgia and Armenia stand as ancient lands with rich histories and spiritual legacies. Both nations proudly claim the title of First Christian Nation, their conversions dating back to the earlier centuries of the faith. This shared embrace of Christianity forged a deep and lasting bond between the Georgian Orthodox Church and the Armenian Apostolic Church. Their intertwined journeys offer a fascinating glimpse into the evolution of Christianity in the East, marked by periods of unity, divergence, and the enduring power of faith. This essay delves into the historical relationship between these two venerable churches. We will explore their early Christian history, shared theological roots, and the impact of external forces that shaped their paths. By uncovering the often overlooked connections between them, we gain a deeper understanding of the complexities of Christian history and the importance of interfaith dialogue in our modern world. Christianity arrived in the Caucasus region through the tireless efforts of apostles and disciples who journeyed eastward, spreading the message of Jesus Christ. Armenia, according to tradition, received the gospel from the apostles Thaddeus and Bartholomew in the 1st century AD. Georgia's conversion is attributed to St. Nino of Cappadocia, who arrived in the early 4th century and miraculously healed the ailing king, Mirian III. Both nations embraced Christianity with fervor, establishing it as the state religion and laying the foundations for their respective churches. Monasteries and churches sprung up across the rugged landscapes, serving as centers of learning, spirituality, and artistic expression. The adoption of Christianity had a profound impact on Georgian and Armenian culture, shaping their art, architecture, literature, and societal values. In their formative years, the Georgian and Armenian churches shared deep theological and practical similarities. Both churches traced their apostolic succession back to the earliest disciples, emphasizing the continuity of their faith with the teachings of Jesus Christ. They revered the same saints, celebrated similar liturgical practices, and upheld the authority of the Holy Scriptures. The Armenian Church, established earlier, served as a source of guidance and inspiration for the burgeoning Georgian Church. Georgian clergy often sought training in Armenian monasteries, immersing themselves in the rich traditions and theological scholarship of their Armenian brethren. This close interaction fostered a sense of unity and shared purpose as both churches navigated the challenges of a rapidly changing world. The Council of Chalcedon, convened in 451 AD, proved to be a pivotal moment in the history of Eastern Christianity. This council aimed to resolve theological disputes surrounding the nature of Jesus Christ. The council affirmed the doctrine of Christ's two natures, divine and human, united in one person without separation or confusion. The Armenian Church, along with other churches in the East, rejected the Chalcedonian definition, viewing it as a departure from the teachings of early church fathers. This theological divergence led to a schism within Christianity, separating the Armenian Church and other Oriental Orthodox churches from the Byzantine, Eastern Orthodox, and Roman Catholic churches. As the Byzantine Empire exerted its influence over the Caucasus region, the Georgian Church found itself increasingly drawn into its orbit. Political alliances and the allure of Byzantium's cultural and economic power played a significant role in shaping Georgia's relationship with the empire. The Georgian Church, seeking to maintain its independence while navigating the complex geopolitical landscape, gradually adopted the Chalcedonian definition. This shift aligned Georgia more closely with the Byzantine world, opening doors to diplomatic and cultural exchanges, but also creating a theological divide with the Armenian Church, erasing the past. The theological rift between the Georgian and Armenian churches, exacerbated by political considerations, had a profound impact on their historical narratives. In the centuries that followed the Council of Chalcedon, there was a tendency within Georgian historiography to downplay or even erase the early influence of the Armenian Church. This rewriting of history served to solidify Georgia's ties to the Byzantine world and distance itself from its Armenian heritage. Historical documents were edited, translations were altered, and narratives were reshaped to fit the prevailing political and religious climate. The once celebrated connection between the two churches faded into obscurity, overshadowed by theological differences and the passage of time. The story of the Georgian and Armenian churches holds important lessons for our modern world, where religious divisions continue to fuel conflict and mistrust. By embracing their shared Christian heritage, the Georgian and Armenian churches can inspire others to look beyond historical divisions and work together towards a more just and compassionate world.